All right, hi guys. How we doing? All right, let's check the tablet. Make sure we're good with tablet. Testing. Testing. Welcome, everybody. Hello, Nora. Yes, I'm early. How are you guys? Is my other friend watching there? Hi. Good to have everybody here. Welcome. I'm getting the tablet set up right now so we can show some footage of animal agriculture. Just trying to double check my tech. Got a nice case for this. Nice case. Hi, Carrie. Exactly. Be kind, be vegan. It's not that hard. Just trying to get my things set up here. Hi, guys.
I work hard, man. Come on.
And then we'll be rolling. Okay, we are going to files. Hope everyone's having a good week. Hi Daniel, what's going on? Welcome everybody. I'm just trying to get Dominion on here. Oh wow, the light just went off. Well, that's a dagger. The whole reason I came here is because of the light. I might have to move locations, guys, like real time. Yeah, we're gonna move locations right now. I'm not gonna deal with that. So bear with me. We're gonna go to another little area where there's light and a ton of people, so should be fun. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a good night. Saturday Night Live with hopefully some comedy for you. We're gonna just dive right into the middle of all the people. That's what we like to do sometimes. It doesn't matter when you're, what's going on, guys? It doesn't matter when you're telling the truth, you know? You don't have to be scared about anything, right? No, it was did I turn what? No, there was a light, Nora, that just turned off there out of nowhere. What's going on, guys? Yeah, baby. Yeah, you guys want to join? I mean, it's a little thought experiment. That's all it is. It's you got to look at the sign here, though. It's not light content. Why aren't you vegan yet? Yeah, all it is like a little thought experiment to get you thinking a little bit.
Why aren't you vegan?
That's it. Are you cool being on YouTube Live? Just for like a second. You don't even have to be on it. I just started. But so I'm an animal rights activist. I come out here on Saturday nights. Sometimes I go to different areas. What do you think? What do you think about animals? Do you guys like animals?
Yeah, I do. No, not at all.
You don't? Okay. So 3 yes, 1 no. Okay. What don't you like about them?
They dirty.
Yeah, and honestly,
Dogs, they be just licking each other, that's just dirty.
Heard. You know what? And it's funny because I'm not like a huge animal lover. I really was never a huge animal lover. So I'll leave that there for later. But I guess I would say, do you think animals deserve rights? Do you think that's the thing they deserve?
Absolutely not. They can't
Okay.
speak, so they don't need no rights.
Okay, we got one answer. What about you guys?
I agree with them, I guess.
Okay.
I kinda agree.
Let me ask you something. I'm not asking for rights to drive. I'm not asking for rights to vote. But what about body autonomy? Do you think someone should be able to have their own body autonomy, like my body, my choice, or your body, your choice? Why not?
Because They can't speak. If they can't speak, no rights.
So we can
So
take
you're
that.
saying we should
we-
take advantage of animals?
he's getting you.
Absolutely.
He's getting you. So basically, that's what the whole posturing is. Like if somebody can't speak and they can't defend themselves, should we one like exploit them and kill them, or two should we
exploit 'em and kill 'em.
should we guard them? Okay, I don't think this guy's reachable, but I think you guys might be.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think like we should be guardians or bullies to like the ones that can't talk or can't defend themselves?
I feel like
Are you joining in? All
I just have
right.
one quick question.
Yes, please.
So
Fire away.
I agree with you. The animal cruelty for mass production is
Sure.
terrible.
Okay.
But what about like local farm butchering?
Yeah,
Agree with
great
that.
question. Oh, I definitely do not agree with that. It's just as bad when we look at the animal outlook. So we don't look at like circumstances and how they're killed. We look at the fact that they are killed in general, right? So if we can agree that there's nothing nutritionally you need from an animal, which I don't know what your position is on that, but
Locally, that's all I'm going for. You know,
like locally, I would say I would even
Amish farms and like take out, and then I make sure I use the entire animal. Like I'm just like,
okay.
like I'm not a big waste on that.
Yeah.
Make sure my plate's empty and clean.
Yeah, I feel like your ethos is in the right place, like on a general level. However, it's like there's really no right way to do the wrong thing. Like I could beat my wife, and then I could temper down to beating my wife from 5 days a week to 2 days a week, right? Yeah. The big thing is like the animal outlook doesn't give a shit, how they're killed. The fact is, you're kind of betraying them even more because you're becoming friends with them, you're giving them a name, you're making them think you like them, when in essence what's going to happen is you're going to hang them upside down and slit their throat.
Another question. So,
yeah.
Is that only with land animals? What about like mar? Or not mar, like sea? My bad.
Like sea? Okay, so he's asking about sea animals. So
A trout on there. So.
there's a trout. Great point. Yeah, well, there's a great book out there, if you can remember. It's called What a Fish Knows by a guy named Jonathan Balcombe. He dedicated his whole career to studying the inner lives of fish, their cerebral capacities, their familial capacities, what they feel. And it turns out they feel a lot. When a hook goes into their mouth, it's one of the most painful things that a human could ever imagine. Right?
You're supposed to feel it because what else? How do you detect danger?
Exactly, but that makes my point even more. Like you look at something like a plant, it's not evolved to move from point A to point B because it doesn't have to, because it's not sentient. So it doesn't have a central nervous system or a brain. But we defend the animals because we know they have. Oh, how you doing? We know they have a central nervous system or a brain. Oh, let's go. Okay, well we want to go vegan. Okay. Okay, but I mean, I hope that answered your question. Basically, I'm out here for an hour a night. I got to defend the animals. I can't say, yeah, this is good when it's obviously not.
Defending the gospel all the time, and we love it too. We ask some questions.
Yeah.
We love it too.
Oh, the gospel's great, and the gospel would agree with veganism.
No, they
If-
do. I just
yeah.
read a passage saying we
Yeah.
shouldn't eat any fat from animals, even as a gift.
Yeah, I love that. And if Jesus were here walking this earth, I think if you were to posture with the WWJD kind of timeless sentiment, I don't think he's eating meat. I don't think he's paying for death. I think his beautiful creatures would be protected by him. Yeah, he's a defender, the biggest defender, and he was enlightened too. He was an enlightened being. Yeah.
If plants are organisms, and do you think they feel things too?
Do they have a central nervous system or a brain?
No.
Okay, so there's a lot we don't know about plants yet. They very well may have robust. Take care. Have a good night. They very well may have very robust defense systems, kind of more peripheral, maybe more awareness than we think. But we know they're not sentient, so they're evolved to not move. Right? There's a reason they don't move. It's because they don't have to, and they never have had to. So we can really play detective and realize that plants don't feel pain. They don't have a subject experience of life. And if we really were in honor and we wanted to defend the plants, we'd be vegan. Because when we're not vegan, we kill 8 times more plants via the feed that goes to the animals. There's an 8-to-1 energy conversion ratio at play here. And when you buy for meat, you're paying for 8 times the plants to die rather than a vegan who's just eating the 1 times the plants when they do. But that makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it all comes down to just yielding bodily autonomy. That's it, guys, yielding bodily autonomy. I'll let you get on with your night, though. I want to, yeah, please.
Well, you said the plants don't feel stuff. Like, are you a plant?
Am I a plant? No, absolutely not.
Like, how you know they don't feel stuff? How you understand it?
Well, I'm a sentient being, just like an animal, right? That's what we have in common with animals. Eyes to see, noses to smell, brains to think.
Living organism.
but plants aren't sentient. Like, do you understand sentience? So
Break it down to.
it's an emerging property of a nervous system and a brain. So the ability to have a subjective experience of life, to feel pain, maybe have a family, have eyes to see and nose to smell, organs to detect things, right? Plants don't have that. But once again, if you were authentic with the position to defend plants, you would be vegan. So it's a full stop right at that point. Veganism's the least we can do. It's literally the least we can do. We yield the animals their own body autonomy, and we refrain from direct exploitation. So, there might be peripheral deaths and incidental occurrences from animal agriculture, but that's not exploitation. Exploitation is voting for the direct kill, voting for the direct product. But if you guys can remember my channel name, it's Vegan Sign Guy. Go to Vegan Sign Guy, look up all my interviews, look up all my resources. I do interviews with authors, leaders, all those guys. And I'm on YouTube.
You got TikTok or just YouTube?
I got TikTok too. It's kind of small right now, but Vegan Sign Guy. I just started TikTok. But yeah, check it out. I might even go live on TikTok one of these days because I'm
Above the horizon.
above the horizon. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, but I appreciate a like, a subscribe, whatever you can do.
We're here, well.
Let's go. All right, guys.
You enjoy the rest of the night.
You too. Take care, everybody. Have a great night. All right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. Tess is in the house. Carrie's in the house. I got a little sign that says, "Why aren't you vegan yet? It's 2025. There's no reason to eat meat, cheese, milk, or eggs. In fact, it's absolutely terrible." Hi, guys. How's it going? Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? All right. Have a good night, guys. Cool. Hi there. How's it going? You want to try this?
Yeah, sure.
YouTube live.
Is this live?
It's live, only if you want to be live.
Okay.
How old are you?
I'm 18.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. If you want, yeah. So my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist, right? I ask people 3 questions while I'm out here. It's very simple. It's right to the point, and it's really nothing too abstract. I ask people, 1, do you think animals deserve rights?
I do think they deserve rights, yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was vegan for 3 years, actually.
Oh, amazing.
Yes, I
Okay,
know.
yeah. So amazing. Which rights do you think they deserve? And I'm not asking for driving cars or voting, or these crazy things that some people tell me on the street. Like, what rights do you think, bare minimum, an animal would deserve?
I think at least bare minimum to live in peace.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Totally.
I don't really think we should be killing animals, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like at the moment it's the most efficient.
Okay.
Just because, everyone here is, we have a large consumption of meat eaters, so
Yeah, we do.
It's really hard to get rid of that.
98%. Yeah. Yeah. Well, one fun fact is when we eat animals, we eat 8 times more plants. So we could free up a ton of land if we actually ate the plants directly, and we could feed 8 times more people. One thing that I like to posture with is the ideal of autonomy, and you kind of pointed to it. But autonomy being your body, your choice, right? My body, my choice. Do you think animals deserve that? I know it's loaded, and you already know where I'm coming from. But reflex. What would your reflex say?
I would say. Wait, what was the question? I'm sorry.
Do you think animals deserve bodily autonomy, like the right to their own bodies?
To a certain extent, yes.
Okay.
But I feel like we shouldn't give animals that much of a right in the same way. Yeah.
Okay. So this is the next question, and this is where it becomes a little tougher.
Yeah.
What nutritionally do you think we need from animals? Like nutrition.
I would say, well, at least from animals, like it is easier to get protein.
Easier, yes.
Yeah, and it's
for
like
sure.
more readily available.
100%. It's consolidated. It's condensed. Boom. It's
Yeah,
all right there.
And
You're
I do
absolutely
know
right.
that, like, at least from animals, it's easier to get B12, vitamin B12.
I'm glad you brought that up. Thank you for
Yeah.
bringing up B12. Okay,
But-
so B12, now this is not something I want you to take my word on. I want you to do your own research on this, but I want you to look outside the kind of mainstream channels of information. There's a great book out there called The Enigma of Vitamin B12, Nature's Greatest Mistake. And in said book, the author deconstructs its narrative, deconstructs its kind of commercialization and its creation, and just points to the whole fallacy and lie that it really is. Do you know what year B12 was founded?
What year?
What year?
No, I don't.
Do you know what pharma company founded it?
No.
Okay, so basically Merck, they're a $200 billion market cap company. They founded it in 1948, and then they went ahead and consulted with a bunch of different business initiatives to kind of infiltrate the supplement space and make it seem like it's something you actually needed, when the reality of it is it never has existed outside of a lab. Now, of course, you can buy it everywhere. You can put it in your body. You can get tested for it, and you can even come up deficient if you get tested for it. But the reason why that is because they're testing for the synthetic version of B12. So their product, they're giving to doctors so they can test against that. And of course, if you don't have their product in your bloodstream, you're going to come up deficient. This is a whole nother loaded thing, but if you can remember the book, The Enigma of Vitamin B12, it's a great thing to check out. I actually did an interview with the author not too long ago. Got a great video on my YouTube channel. But let me get back to it. I know you might be on your way, and I appreciate the bravery in stopping over here and talking to me. So if there was no nutritional need for anything regarding meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey, what do you think would stop you from going vegan? If you knew you didn't need it, and you'd only be healthier without it.
I mean, like for most people, like
Taste.
it's just the taste.
Yep,
to
I
be
get it.
honest, but like
I get
feel
it.
like once you get past that and like you
Yeah.
realize that like animals are sentient beings,
Yeah.
that it is easier to convert yourself over to it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I was vegan, but like
Yeah.
obviously, I feel like in certain areas, like if the food isn't as good, then like it's harder to stay within that diet.
Yeah.
But like I do
Yeah.
have a question for you. Like
Please.
if you are, I don't know if you are vegan.
I'm
but,
vegan,
like,
yeah.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
are.
Well, I hope so. right,
But,
right,
like,
yeah.
How long do you think you'll be able to stay vegan for?
Oh,
Is it, like,
So I've been vegan 13 years.
Oh, nice.
And every day it just keeps getting better and better. I have a friend that's been vegan 45 years. I just talked to him the other day. He's written a few books. He doesn't take vitamins or supplements either, and he hasn't. My daughter's been vegan since birth. There's a lot of fear mongering out there, and that fear mongering is a direct construct of the incumbent industry. The incumbent industry has a vested interest in making us scared to do something like simply being vegan and not taking supplements. And this is something even vegans have a problem with right now. That's how potent this inertia is. So I plan on being vegan for the rest of my life, and honestly, I'm hoping at one point in time they don't even call it vegan. It'll just be how we eat. Because this whole animals and these beings won't be in the picture. They'll be living with us and not for us. That's how I would posture, I guess, that answer. There's a lot of vegan options out there like meat and cheese and milk and eggs. You can find them, believe me. From a former junk food vegan who knows all of them, I know them all. They taste the same. They have better nutrition. They're void of cholesterol, heterocyclic amines, TMAO. Growth factors, IGF-1, hormones, cortisol, I could keep going, right? And you get a cleaner protein. You'll hear this whole process thing that once again comes from incumbent industry. Oh, you're eating all the processed food. Not saying that's healthy, but god damn it, it's healthier than the stuff I just mentioned. So I guess that's how I would frame it. But I feel like you're a vegan at heart, and you're already vegan. I feel like you're already vegan. You already were. I mean, you were.
Yeah.
Then that's awesome. I challenge you to revisit. To revisit. My channel name is Vegan Sign Guy. Yeah, say hi again. I can hardly hear you. What's your first name? Or see
Tori.
you? Tori, I'm
Yeah.
Jimmy. Nice to formally meet you. Nice talking to you.
Yeah.
What kind of questions do you have for me?
I don't have any questions. Yeah.
I'm glad we had this intercept, right?
Yeah.
Do you think after this conversation you'd be more apt to thinking about it?
Definitely, for sure.
I love that, and I love that.
In my daily life, I do prioritize like eating clean and like
Yeah.
staying away from meat as much as I can.
Yeah.
But eventually, I'll get back to where I was. So,
Yeah, and there's a reason why you came over here. So Vegan
Yeah.
Sign Guy, Vegan Sign Guy, I tractor beamed you in. Vegan Sign Guy is the name of my channel, my handle, but my channel name is Above the Horizon, and I cover spirituality and health and different things like that. But if you put in Vegan Sign Guy, you'll see my channel. You'll see a bunch of videos like this and a bunch of resources, and I keep having more resources up every day. So I want to wish you luck on your vegan journey, and the animals need you. Let me ask you a tough question, and this is a tough question, and I want you to answer with your heart. This is the last question I'm going to ask you. How many more animals do you think should be exploited on your behalf for you before you go vegan? And I know that's not an easy question, right? But what does your heart say?
Like at least 50.
Okay. You gave me candor. You gave me candor. But I bet
Yeah.
0 is what your heart really, your intuitive heart would say. But thank you so much for stopping, and I wish you luck on your journey tonight.
All right, thank you so
Thanks again,
much.
and thank your friends for hanging out too. Take care. Hi guys. Okay, everybody, like and subscribe. I'm out here once a week. We just deconstructed. Let's get these guys. Why aren't you vegan yet, guys? Let's go. Let's go. Oh, red meat? Yeah, I believe it. I believe it. Hi, guys. Why aren't you vegan? I'm doing a little thought experiment out here tonight. Okay, so I'm on live. Are you cool with that?
Oh,
What's
Yeah,
up,
but
Rob?
let's back up so I can actually see all of us.
Look at that.
Why aren't you vegan?
Why aren't you vegan? Yeah, that's the question tonight, right?
Are you vegan?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm vegan for the animals, right? Okay, let me get you guys over here. I'm obviously an animal rights activist, right? Why else would I be standing out here at freaking 10 o'clock at night on a Saturday night? So I asked the public why or what do you think that animals deserve rights? What do you think about that sentiment?
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What rights do you think they deserve? Which rights do you think they
to
deserve?
not be treating how they are treating on farms.
Okay.
I think some animals they come out and they're just like straight to being treated bad. So
Yeah.
especially
yeah.
cows, like the little
it's
ones.
disgusting.
Yeah, I've seen the videos.
It's disgusting. I saw a picture today of a farmer
deer
standing on
season?
top of a cow, going like this, and then like doing something to the cow disgusting, and I won't say what it is. But I mean, this is just what happens, and it's what we vote for when we're not vegan, unfortunately, and we're not privy to it because industry doesn't want us to be privy to it. I would contest that all you guys agree that animals deserve their body autonomy. Have you heard of your body, your choice?
I wouldn't say I'm
That
a
stance.
vegan and all, but I eat fruit.
Okay, that's a net plus. That's a net plus. But you guys would agree with your body, my choice, that whole sentiment?
Yeah.
Right? So when we purchase meat and cheese and milk and eggs, we're acting against our own values. Whether or not we know it or not, we're paying for it. We're strengthening the systems and we're saying, you know what? Your body, my
I have
choice.
a question.
Yeah.
So like, if I was to be vegan, like, it doesn't like stop from what happens though, you know?
Great
like,
point. Great point.
Which like, I don't agree with like, I don't want to support that,
Yeah.
but it's like, it doesn't
Yeah.
really stop it, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you how, like, all the injustices prior to us, how did they end, right? There was a 99% to 1% kind of ratio going on, and at some point, a group of people, a small group of people, stood up and appealed to people's nobler motives, their kind of hearts, right? And kind of had them see things above the current conditioning factors and make choices that were aligned with their values. Like, I could go back to slavery and I could easily use that as a parallel because it benefited people and it was great money. Capitalism thrived off of it, but there was no need for it. And right now we're in the same thing with animals. We don't need anything nutritionally from an animal. So the only reason we're doing it is to get taste, pleasure, convenience, habit, tradition. Our family members do it. My dad does it. My pastor does it. Everybody does it. So no one questions it until the animal rights activists come out and start speaking up for the animals a little bit.
I agree. Go vegan, guys.
Let's go.
Be vegan.
That's
I'm
it.
going vegan.
There it is. All right, think about it. My channel name's Vegan Sign Guy. Look me up. All right, let's go. All right, everybody. We're out here tonight having discussions with the public about going vegan. And I appreciate all you guys here. Oh, absolutely. It has everything to do with slavery. Everything. And if you disagree with that, if you are against slavery and you're not vegan, you're being a hypocrite. If you want to find out where you would where your stance would have been during the time of slavery, easy. Just look at where you stand on animal rights now. Easy. It all comes down to seeing someone as an object. So you can be mad at that, but you're going to have to cope with it and accept it as a truth. Thank you, Meg. I appreciate you. Dominion in the house. Let's go. That girl just said go vegan. That's awesome. Yes, animals are the modern slaves. We just had someone bring up B12 again, so we had to set the record straight there. Unbelievable. I'm just disappointed in my fellow vegans at this point, the ones that are not questioning an authority. Our whole thing is questioning authority, and we're all too happy to give up and concede our intelligence to plant-based doctors. We can't, guys. We can't. I know, right? It's just laughable now. So, moving on, we'll address it in every single live stream. Anyway. Nick, sure I care about rabbits' lives if you're inferring to crop deaths, which are not a product of, which are not a direct product of direct exploitation, just so you know. They're incidental deaths, and the reason they happen is because of people that vote for meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. We live in a 98% non-vegan backdropped world. 98% of farmers just don't care. Hi, guys. You guys want to try this? Be on YouTube? Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. All right, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice. All right. Yeah, so if you're really for the rabbits, you'll go vegan. Stop BSing. It's just terrible. Guys, so after this, I'm doing a 20-minute meetup. You can do a Q&A. You can ask me about anything. I'm going to do that back at my hub. I have kind of a new setup there. Let's see if we get these guys. All right, guys, you stepping up for this? Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. All right, let's be defenders, not bullies, guys. Have a good one. Defenders, that's what we are when we're not vegan. I mean, when we are vegan. We are bullies when we're not vegan. No, I'm not with PETA. Anyway, are you with PETA? No. Someone says, get a job, unk. Okay. Other sentient animals are treated as legal property, so they are legal slaves. Exactly. Thank you, Vegan Anthem. People eating tasty animals. Nice. It's absolute slavery. If you're arguing for the killing of animals, you're a hypocrite and you're pro-slavery. That's where your heart would lie. I hate to say it. I hate to, bring this potent information to you and present it as a kind of a truth, but that's exactly how it is. You can defend it. Yeah, it doesn't matter. That's what it is. All right, let's see if we can get these guys. What's going on, guys? Anybody want to step up for this? YouTube Live, put you on the spot. Why aren't you vegan yet? Oh, come on, it's all good. Come on, I did for 30 years. Okay, well, have a good night, guys. Oh, right on. Okay. I like that. Nick says we're being cruel to plants. When you're not vegan, you're killing 8 times more plants. So you, my friend, are being cruel to plants. Anyway, thanks for being here, everybody. Everybody like and subscribe. I got 14 likes. If I get to 100, I don't know what I'm going to do tonight, but we'll have something else. What's going on, guys? Why aren't you vegan yet, 2025? Come on, be a defender, not a bully. All right, guys. Oh, it's not nice. It's terrible to feed children meat and cheese, milk and eggs. Absolutely terrible. They have no choice about whatever they eat. So when you force them meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, you're forcing them to eat IGF-1, heterocyclic amines, TMAO, cholesterol, plaque-promoting cholesterol, copious amounts of saturated fat. You're putting it all in this little tiny body that can't handle that much. It can't handle that much. And to most people's credit, they don't know any better, and it's not their fault. We've been blinded by this crazy industry. We've been blinded by the science authority. We've been blinded by all kinds of power control narratives. And, as a human being, it's our job to question them. It's our job to see that they are all exacted in order to separate us. The pursuit of profits, my friends, is the root of all kinds of evil, as the Bible put it. It's the root of all kinds of evil. There's a reason the 1% of the 1% have all the wealth, and they want to keep it that way. And their influences are very, very keen. Hi, guys. All right. So we're going to stay out here for another half an hour. We're going to hopefully have some great conversation. I'm going to be basically yelling at everybody. No, just kidding. No, but we are going to be out here for the animals while we're out here. What's up, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025. Dude, you're just going to roll up and be on camera? You can.
Are you on TikTok Live?
I'm on YouTube Live. YouTube Live.
How many viewers do you have?
Right now, we only have 37. We've been known to get up to 400, but we kind of started not too long ago. But I just asked people a few questions. It's really simple. You don't have to do this.
I'd like to do it, sir.
Yeah, please, come on up.
How long does this take, though?
It takes as long as you want it to. It takes as long as you want it to. Oh, we'll take it, right?
Oh, get out of the way.
But yeah, and let's both, maybe if you can be on camera with me, that'd be awesome. And it's just a thought experiment, that's all it is. I do this mostly Saturday nights. I've gone to DC.
Oh wait,
Say again?
Is your mic connected?
It is connected. Yeah, you'll see a receiver back
be here
there.
for like 2 minutes, all right?
Yeah, let's go.
I don't want to be seen.
You don't have to. Okay, you're gonna be like that. All right.
I'm wanted by the criminals.
all right. Heard.
No, Kyle, no, you're not in this.
All right.
That's me.
All right. So
Get
a little
out of the way,
closer.
bro, stop.
Okay.
All right.
A little closer. Okay. So my name's James. I'm an animal rights activist, right?
Yes.
I ask people a few questions. The first question I ask them is, do you think animals deserve rights? I love that you have like the ninja thing going.
To
on.
an extent.
To an extent. I'm not asking for rights to vote. I'm sure not asking for rights to drive or do operate machinery. But what do you think about the right to body autonomy? Have you heard of that notion?
Yeah, a little
Like-
bit. Can
like-
you guys make sure, 55 I have to go. Just make sure you're doing, so I really, if I'm late, my mom's.
Oh, understood. Okay, so body autonomy basically is when you say your body, your choice.
Yes.
Would you think an animal would deserve something like that?
No.
Okay, you don't think they deserve that. What, can you amplify on that?
I don't think animals deserve equal rights.
Oh, not equal, yeah. We're just asking for rights, for bodily autonomy, not equal.
No.
I agree with equal, because that would mean they could vote, they could drive, and stuff like that, right? But would you say they have the right to their own? No. So they can be sexually exploited, they can be murdered. Well, that's where the conversation stops if we can't get any farther. So we're out here speaking up for animals tonight, right? So I would even contest that you believe deep down, not that. I would contest that you would protect somebody in need rather than bully them.
People.
Well, we can extend.
No.
Well, we can extend that easily in 2025 to other beings, being that nutritionally we need nothing from them. So what do you think about that?
Eat.
So just kill, rape, eat.
No rape. Eat.
That's what happens to them. Do you know what happens in the dairy industry?
No, just eat. What? 2 minutes.
So, do you know how a cow gets pregnant?
Eat.
So a farmer sticks its hand into the anus of the cow, holds down its cervix, and it's going to pump in ejaculated bull semen right into its vagina. It's going to do that, and it's going to do it 4 to 5 times during the cow's life. Basically, the word we would call that would be rape. And when we're not vegan, we pay for that 3 times a day. So basically, if you're not vegan, I'm just going to leave it with this, guys. You're paying for rape, murder, all these things that we know is wrong with the world. And if you can see, the intelligence and the sentience in a little bug, even a bug, that will extend to your human brother and sisters.
Yes.
So this is all in the spirit of humans and animals.
Yes.
I know it's tough to track, but maybe it's something to think about. You'll get there. You'll get there. All right, I'll let you guys go. I'm going to get with some more interviews. Just think about the victim. Say again? We got a few comments. Yeah, we got everything here. Yeah, but don't worry about it. Guys, I'm going to try to posture and move to a different location. Yep, I'll let you guys go. Have a great rest of your night. Well, you want to be, you don't just want to do that. You want to think, too. You want to use our heads. All right, guys. Have a great night. You guys will get there. I know you're young. So anyway, we're going to move away from these gentlemen. Great guys. They got great futures, great potentials. They're just not there yet. So, yeah. And if you can, while you're here, like and subscribe. We'll be going out live again next Saturday, the Saturday after that. It's just tough to get through to the conditioning, the narratives, the kind of blinders that are put on people by their parents, by industry, and kind of the people that surround other people. It's really unfortunate. So that was an absolutely not good interview, and I had to walk away. So yeah, just think about your values. Are you a guardian or are you a protector? It comes down to that. Are you a guardian? I also moved the camera because they look like they wanted to steal my shit. They're gone now, so. I mean, they got these little bikes that are going like, they're going pretty fast. You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet?
No, thank you.
All right, guys. Have a great night. So, I mean, if you're not vegan, you're defending systems of absolute violence and terror and rape. So our duty as human beings while we're here to question every single narrative and question everything that we're told by authorities, industries, narratives, etc. Johnny Vegan Seed says veganism is a principle of nonviolence towards animals. Right? It's not a diet, guys. Everyone thinks it's a diet, and that's where they're wrong. Let's see if we can get these guys. Ted R says loser. Thanks, Ted, for that contribution of nothingness. Crimson says, have you heard of the food chain? Dude. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? YouTube Live? All right, not being vegan is not being nice, guys. Hi, guys. While we're out here, we will give little blurbs to everybody in a friendly fashion. Just get them to think a little bit. What's going on, guys? Let's go, YouTube. All right, it's okay. You're on YouTube Live. Are you cool with that?
I'm perfect with that.
Hello. All right, YouTube Live. My name's James. I'm an animal rights activist, right? I do these little thought experiments. It's so simple. So it's 3 questions, right? The first one is, do you think that animals deserve rights? That's the first one.
I think that they're non-sentient beings.
Okay, well, I mean, they have a brain and a nervous system, right?
Correct.
So they are sentient, like by definition, right? Like we know plants don't have a central nervous system or a brain. We know that.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, and I'm not asking for rights to vote, and I'm not asking for rights to drive a car or operate heavy machinery, just simple rights. Body autonomy. Have you heard of that notion?
vegan.
Oh my God, she's back. She's back. Thank you. Have you heard of body autonomy, the notion of? Like basically it's like saying your body, your choice.
Oh, okay.
Do you think that's something we should extend to our animal brother and sisters? Oh, you're good.
I think so.
Okay, I love that.
But like
Yeah.
I feel like we can't communicate with them, so it's kind of
Yeah.
hard to know where like what they want to do.
We
Obviously.
can't yet.
Yeah.
The AI scaling is getting scary.
Yeah. If we
Uh,
can hear dogs talk.
Yeah, dolphins are starting to be communicated with.
I like that.
I saw an episode on Bloomberg not too long ago where these dolphins were telling people their names. Now that shit is scary. It's getting real. So who knows? But as far as their rights, I would contest that all 3 of you would agree that their body, their choice is pretty fair.
Yeah.
That's pretty fair, right?
Yeah.
Are you against animal abuse? You probably are.
Oh, I am.
Right?
Yeah.
I love it. Man, this is a refreshing group to talk to because the last guys I talked to, they didn't believe that animals deserve bodily autonomy, or one of the last people I talked to. And they were also for animal abuse, so that was a little
Okay,
scary.
So they definitely like, I love
That was
protein,
scary.
I want to bulk up.
Yeah, okay, yeah, there was a lot going on. It was a loaded conversation. So basically, I guess moving on, the next question I ask is kind of a pointer, and it's, do you think nutritionally we need anything from an animal?
I think that we could like obtain certain vitamins that we can from certain plants, like the vitamins B12. You can't really get that.
B12, man, everyone tonight, B12. Okay, I got that. Okay, thank you. No, I love that. So that's what TikTok told them. Okay, and I get it. Trust me, because it's all over the place. What other nutrients?
I think like meat is a good source for protein.
Yep.
Besides like soy, like I
Yeah.
know that's like a good source for protein for
Yeah.
like vegans.
Oh, 100%.
But like besides that, I think it's a really good source for protein.
Yeah, it has everything. It's condensed, right? That protein is like, you just get a ton of protein.
Yeah.
But on top of that, there's a collateral damage effect too, because you're taking in heterocyclic amines, TMAO, IGF-1, it's a cancer precursor, growth factors, different fear hormones like cortisol and stuff like that. And that's all kind of collateral damage that you do get when you eat that protein. So you're getting the protein, but how are we netting out is I think a question there. Vitamin B12, do you know what year vitamin B12 was officially founded?
TikTok tell you that?
Do you know what the founding company was that discovered it?
I do not know.
Okay. And I'm not trying to catch you out. I'm just trying to kind of point to, we're all told all these things about meat and cheese and milk and eggs, right? And vitamin B12 is right there with it. So vitamin B12, and don't take my word for it, I'm going to tell you about a book before you go. It's never existed outside of a Merck, M-E-R-K lab. It was created in spirit of fear-mongering the people to keep continuing the ceremony of eating meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. It was actually founded around the same year that the word vegan was coined. So all of a sudden, this word vegan was coined in 1944 by a guy named Donald Watson. Oh, this scared the shit out of industry. They said, well, what the fuck? You can't do this because we got all these farms, we're pumping these animals out, we're making money. So all of a sudden, they got their brains together, and it just kind of naturally happened. They were looking at pernicious anemia at the time, and then they said, you know what? And they actually talked amongst themselves. There was a guy named, I think his last name was Ricks, that kind of recommended that they do this. He said, you know what? We just named vitamin B10 and B11. This thing that you found right here, let's just freaking name it B12 because people will think they need it. It's in the B12 family. So it was written, so it happened. It became known as this thing that you need. And supplement companies adopted that and ran with it, colluded with pharma companies. Pharma is the supplement industry, by the way. Big pharma is the supplement industry. And all of a sudden started lying to everybody. And even vegans bought into it. And they're still buying into it right now. So the book is called The Enigma of B12, Nature's Only Mistake. I'd highly recommend you checking it out. It just came out about 3 months ago, and all it is a history book. That's it. It's a history book. And you can use your intelligence to decide if this is something real or it's something completely just fake, a lie. Okay, so I don't want to keep you for too long, but if you can get everything from vegan sources and you don't eat anything from an animal and you realize that, what do you think would be the biggest thing stopping you? You got a balloon from go. What do you think would be the biggest thing stopping you from going vegan?
I feel like it's just like not convenient. Like I just
Yeah.
feel like it's so hard to be vegan because of like so many like fast food places like they don't like offer like vegan choices, and also like
You're right.
when you go out to eat and stuff, it's
Yep.
so hard being vegan.
Oh man, in the beginning, you know what I was doing? I'm 13 years vegan. Peanut butter and jelly, let's go. Every single day, we're doing oatmeal, I'm doing whatever, fresh fruits and vegetables. But once you recalibrate your taste buds a little bit and you get that why, because we're talking about the why right now. If you get your why fucking strong, it's going to eclipse all the other kind of reasons you can't do it or you can't seem to find the convenience. You'll find the convenience because you'll realize, like, you know, being a vegan is an ethos related thing. It's not a diet related thing. So if you take pride in being like a defender or a guardian, this is how you pair your actions with your values. You know, this is how you do it. And we're told that eating meat is macho. All these guys, sometimes I get hunters over here and they're like, oh, I took down a deer, you know, I eat meat. And you know what I tell them? I say, yeah, you pay for an 18-month-old to die when you eat meat, and then you go out and you kill into the living room of a helpless animal and you kill them. Does that make you a macho man? You know, we've had some heated back and forth, right? But we can all agree that with great power comes great responsibility, right? Yeah. To quote my favorite Tobey Maguire movie, Spider-Man, circa 19-something. So that's all this is. This is just to make you think a little bit. I think you're all vegan at heart based on my first thought experiment, my first questions. You are, and you know we're all born vegan, right? Yeah. Before we're born vegan, we just forget because of all the conditioning from our parents, our pastors, our doctors, our teachers, all our friends. Everyone's doing it, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault because they've been told to do it. They've been taught that it's normal and it's necessary. And who to blame is the controllers that benefit exponentially from these industries. And we have the power today in 2025 to say, no, I'm not following orders from you anymore. And that goes with B12 as well. Sorry, I got to posture to the camera a little bit too. And we can be autonomous and we can be, you know, very sovereign, free individuals. So what kind of questions do you have for me?
When you eat breads, right? Because
Yeah.
I know, like, being vegan, you can't like have certain breads because they contain milk and like eggs.
Yeah.
You have to cut that completely from your diet, correct?
Yeah, so even the dairy industry, I could describe it to you, but I don't want to get graphic. It's a really horrible industry of what they do to the mother, and it happens to her 5 times. It rhymes with the fruit grape, if you can pick up what I'm throwing down. And that industry, I look at that even worse than the beef industry. So I make sure if I see milk on something, I'll get it as far away from me as possible. Yeah. But we do try to do that. We do try to not do eggs, milk. You can find tons of breads, trust me. Dave's Killer Bread, fucking awesome bread. Pardon my French. I'm trying to not curse as much, but it's. I know. So I apologize to my conservative friends, or if I have any in there. I'm not political either.
Whoa.
This is like one of those like nights in Thailand with all the, but they're balloons.
Jeez, I would know about that.
Right on. Oh, by the way, Thailand, great vegan food. I've been there. I spent time in Bangkok, Phuket. Well, not Phuket. What was the name of it? Pattaya Beach, and there was a few others. They have the best vegan food, and it's so cheap, it's ridiculous, and just so good. But where was I? We were talking about milk. Yeah. So Dave's Killer Bread. I'll name out. Like, I could name out 100 more breads, right? Or if I could take a time to think about it, and I'll say maybe 100 is a stretch, but I can name out a ton. You can find it. You can find the vegan version of meat and cheese and milk and eggs. You can have steak. You can have whatever you want. It's out there. It's just that why. That why needs to be strong, and that comes from your intuition. And yeah, and that's why we have these conversations. We're out here defending the animals. I do it for an hour a week, and I feel like it's the least I can do for them because they don't have a voice, right? And you guys have all the power in the world, and it's up to the younger generation to spearhead our new horizons. So I have to talk to you guys. Yeah, do you have any other questions for me?
How do you feel about zoos or aquariums?
Not a fan,
Me
not a
either.
fan,
I don't
right?
like them.
Yeah, so you start really seeing all these different ways that animals are exploited when you go vegan. A friend of mine, he's in Amsterdam, and he was doing what I'm doing today, but he was more so talking to people outside of an art exhibit in Amsterdam today. And in that exhibit, there was a cow. And that's all there was. It was a cow in the center of the exhibit. And people were just watching it. It was art. But that cow doesn't want to be there. That cow isn't giving consent. And when that cow's done with the art exhibit, we don't know what happens behind the curtain and how that cow's treated. Could be kicked, could be spit on, could be laughed at, could be sexually exploited, we don't know. But people are there paying for this potential happening to keep happening. So we kind of broaden out, but the least we can do in 2025 is yield the animals their body autonomy and start there. I mean, I'm not a perfect vegan. Are you kidding me? You know, I'm not perfect. And, you know, people that know me know I'm not perfect. Do I eat meat, cheese, milk, and eggs, seafood, or honey ever? I never do. And if I do, it's by accident. But maybe I'll purchase a product at a certain point that I'm not 100% keen on, and maybe got tested on an animal and it was in a fleeting moment of time, right? Sure, outlier happening. But the least I can do is give them body autonomy and not vote for any of those systems that I just mentioned and go 100% vegan. So the zoos, I just don't like them. And you know what? I don't think we like them. I don't think any of you like them. Like in your heart, if you knew what happened to them. Okay, so there's a movie called Dominion. You have to watch it. Dominion on YouTube. It's just going to show you what you pay for. In fact, I might have a shot of it right here, if I can show it to you real quick. It's a movie, unless my tablet died. My tablet might be dead. It's dead.
We'll remember.
Look it up. It's called Dominion. Look at my channel. You gotta like and subscribe. It's called Vegan Sign Guy. Vegan Sign Guy. If you type it in, the channel, I'll show you actually. It's gonna have a different name, and you'll see it when you go over there.
Vegan Sign Guy?
Yeah, that's my handle,
Okay.
but my channel name is Above the Horizon.
This guy?
That's me right there. Yeah, so that's my channel, and you'll see all these dialogues. You'll see crazy dialogues with people threatening to throw me in that river over there. You'll see peaceful conversations. You'll see adventurous conversations.
Oh my
I have resources. I go live. I've done over 100 live streams, over 1 million views on YouTube, and all we're doing is in the spirit of just sharing with our human brother and sisters. I'm not making money. You know what I mean? We're here to share. I want to blow this channel up, and I want to get, you know, share the good news. You know, that's it. Well, what were your names?
My name's Tyler.
Tyler?
Jolyn.
Jolyn?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And Harper.
I love all your names. Awesome. And I'm Jimmy. Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you for talking to us.
Absolutely.
Nice to meet you.
Do you think after this conversation that you'd be more apt to think about these types of things?
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
dad's actually vegan.
That's amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. He's a great point of reference then for questions.
Yeah.
You know, so thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for the bravery. And have a great night.
Have a good night.
Take care. Thanks a lot, guys. All right, guys. Everybody like and subscribe. We're back. Just had a nice little conversation there with 3 wonderful people. We're just asking the public why they're not vegan yet tonight and getting to the crux of people's values and what they really feel and showing how we can pair our actions and our values by going vegan. Yeah, so, and if you want, I got 10 minutes. Afterwards, I'll be doing a 20-minute from home base, ask me anything, where you can ask me anything. It can be on anything regarding this live stream. Yeah, amazing. I'm glad that Dad was vegan, Dominion. What's the difference between vegan and vegetarian? Big difference, big difference. So vegetarian is a diet, vegan is an ethos. The milk industry is absolutely on an aggregated kind of play-by-play basis, much crueler than the beef industry. I mean, the milk industry is the beef industry, so that's what it is. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? YouTube Live? All right, guys. Not being vegan is not being nice. So what I would say is the milk industry, the dairy industry is just as bad, if not worse, than the meat industry. I mean, you're sticking your hand inside a mother cow and you're touching her privates. It's disgusting. And the farmer's doing that, violating her body autonomy, absolutely disgusting. And when the cow's spent, guess what happens? The cow gets killed, throat slit. Anyway, come to the chat afterwards if you have any questions regarding this live stream. Vegans, if you have any questions about doing live activism like this, come to the talk afterwards. What's going on, guys? You guys want to try this? Why aren't you vegan yet? 2025, we can do it. And I'll try to field out all your questions, answer whatever you might have, and just hang out. You can get to know me, I guess, a little bit, because I'm always doing this, or I'm doing a long form. I might make these longer depending on things, but 20 minutes I feel like is a good post-activism meetup. But yeah, it's actually a very easy thing to do in 2025. Most people are vegan at heart. We just forget. Oh, by the way, I gotta tell everybody. We've had. Let's go. You guys want to try this? Let's go. Come on. He's got some truth serum in him. All right. So it's 3 quick questions, right?
3 quick questions.
Here's the first one. Now, first, I'm going to let you know. My name's James, right?
James, I'm Steven.
Okay, amazing. I'd shake your hand, but look at this.
You got hands full.
I'm an animal rights activist, right?
Okay.
So I stand out here, and I just ask people 3 simple questions,
Okay.
and no one's ever convinced me of anything, kind of in the antithesis of.
Okay.
Do you think animals deserve rights?
And what rights?
Not like driving cars, not operating machinery, not voting, but how about the right to, I don't know, bodily autonomy, like your body, your choice.
I mean, I love eating animals. So
Okay.
I think they're delicious.
Okay, well, I guess, the kind of tilt is we tilt to the animal outlook, and we would agree that they don't feel that way, right?
I mean, probably not.
Right? This is the whole crux
They
of this
honestly probably
experiment.
don't know either, though, as well.
Yeah, but even
Like,
more of a
do we
reason to
know?
protect them, I would posture. If somebody doesn't know they're being exploited, I would garner you'd want to protect them as a guardian, as a male.
But again, we're expecting them to understand and feel and do things at our level, so there's no way to know.
I mean,
that
as
their level is our level of comprehension, cognitive ability.
Well, males, we have this inherent kind of duty to protect, to be guardians, to stand up for those that don't have a voice.
According to?
According to every male, right? I think it's kind of built into our automatum. I'd say even females as well, both females and males.
Well, if you look at the animal
So-
kingdom, most males of certain animals will kill.
Just trying to appeal to machismo. That's all. I
Machismo,
kind of go
the
into.
machismo.
I go intuitive. Not saying women. Women can be more.
But if you look at the animal world,
of that than men.
but if you look
This
at
is
the,
all
if,
about
if you
feminism.
look at the
It's
animal,
all
king-
about experimentation.
the animal
If
kingdom,
you're a feminist and you're not vegan, it's hypocritical.
the animal
Full stop.
kingdom, males will kill the babies.
Yes.
Of their
They will,
offspring.
but we can't appeal to nature. Because if we appeal to nature,
Why this is full stop?
do you know how a dairy cow gets pregnant?
Yeah, obviously.
Tell me.
Sexually.
Exactly. So a farmer sticks its hand into the cow's anus.
Sexually,
Yes. They actually hold down the cervix. They pump in ejaculated bull
What
semen.
you're talking about. I've delivered many cows.
Okay, so you know.
Yeah.
So you know that there's something that's void as far as consent there. How does that not make sense?
Can you
You can talk to cows.
I'm sorry?
You can talk to cows.
I can't talk to them, but we can look and we can see they have eyes to see and noses to breathe.
Can you continue to explain this for the rest of the animal kingdom?
Well, we're not
Do
here
you
to appeal to
believe we are
nature.
animals?
We are animals. So where's your point there?
No, I agree with you. We are animals.
So no point there? I mean,
No,
we're
there is a
animals,
point.
so we should look out for ourselves. We should look out for everybody under the animal umbrella. Anybody that has eyes to see, a nose to smell, brains to think, we can love, they can love. Why take that away from them for a simple yum
Have you ever
yum?
studied chimpanzees?
Have I studied them? No.
Have you ever studied the ape?
I'm aware of certain things, but I haven't
Okay, so
gone
have
into
you
academia.
studied Jane Goodall.
I know of her, yeah.
You know of her.
Yes.
Have you studied what she does with the bonobos and with the chimpanzees?
Not a big fan of her because she goes against her own ethos. She's not vegan, unfortunately, so I really
does go
can't.
against her own ethos.
She does. She goes against the vegan ethos, so
explain
she's
that
not a
a little bit
vegan.
further?
Well, when we're vegan, we don't eat meat, cheese, milk, eggs, seafood, or honey. Jane Goodall has
What do
made
y'all
sure
eat
to
then? What do
we
y'all
eat
eat?
everything. Like we eat
You
plants,
obviously don't, 'cause
chickpeas,
you just
lentils.
said you just don't eat a lot of stuff.
Well, we eat chickpeas, lentils, beans, tofu, you name it, fruits, vegetables. We have the vegan version of meat, cheese, milk, and eggs. We can eat Chinese, Italian, American, Thai. It doesn't matter. Like if you're wise strong enough and you want to be a guardian and not a bully, you'll find out how to be vegan. Because when we're not vegan, we are 100% bullies, and we're teaching our kids to be bullies. We're teaching.
That flowers
Well, so
feel.
the question then is, so within the North American model of conservation,
Mm-hmm.
right? How would you support the model of conservation given the fact of how it's supported now if everybody became vegan?
So do you know what the energy conversion ratio is for a cow? Either of you?
This has nothing to do with cattle. This
It
has-
does. It does.
No, it doesn't.
I believe me, it does.
I don't see how it can because we're not talking about
Let-
conservation. We're talking
so,
about cattle now.
So
There's
a
no
cow.
model of
But let me give
conservation
me
from a
give me
cattle.
give me a second. I'll
Okay,
explain.
go for it. I
So
love it. I
a
love
cow
it.
has an energy conversion ratio of 8 to 1. So what that means is a cow's going to intake 8 units of energy and output 1. So take a look and let that steep and think about how that proliferates to our land use. So we'd be able to feed 8 times more people. We'd have 8 times more land. Conservation would be much more of a thing that could actually happen, and we wouldn't be destroying
How
sovereign
much
beings.
of the land is devoted to cattle farming?
Well, we don't know these precise things right now, but this isn't any kind of argument. This isn't any kind of argument.
It kind of is.
It's
Because
not.
We're,
It's
we're
not.
Also, we're also talking about a funding mechanism
Exactly.
of conservation.
It's subsidized by the tune of $60 billion a year, right? So farmers get all this money to basically shore up systems of violence, kill, rape, spit, laugh, all these things.
Not even from a farming perspective. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
hunter outreach.
Hunter.
In that aspect.
Oh, okay, I see. Like hunting.
That model of conservation.
Like
protecting
hunting.
national forests, national
Okay.
farmland, national.
Well,
There's a
let's
great
take
website. There's a great
Let's take
website.
the human element out of
Yeah.
it.
It doesn't need to be out of it. Because
it
what nutritionally do you need from an animal?
I'm taking the human element out of the dietary restriction.
Okay.
So let's just look at non-human, non-Homo sapien.
Okay. Like
What
meaning,
about conservation in the animal kingdom?
are we talking about like killing deer?
We're talking about wolves versus elk.
Okay, but are we talking about killing an animal against
We're
its?
talking about animals killing other animals.
Well, we know that's going to happen. We can't control that. We can't
But we
control
are an
that.
animal.
Yeah, but see, we're not obligate carnivores. Do you guys know what moral agency means?
Yes.
What does it mean?
I think the differences between moral agency
Mhm.
is understanding cognitive agency, in that you can digest what you need, right?
I could eat
So-
a human. I could actually eat a cardboard right now too if I wanted to. I have a very
Grass.
opportunistic
we could
system.
probably eat this stuff.
You
Yeah.
you could eat grass and you could eat a donut and still
Yeah.
be able to run a 5K.
100%. We're opportunistic in that sense.
Yes.
Absolutely. We're opportunistic omnivores, but we're herbivores by design.
Do you?
100%. Unless you ever drive,
100%.
do you ever drive by roadkill and get hungry?
No, 100% herbivores.
I don't.
100% herbivores.
By design.
What by design?
Could you go into nature without any tools, take that little tooth back there, and actually harvest an animal?
You are pointing towards your dentals.
Yeah, these things can't do anything.
Okay.
You're not going to do it as far as going out and raw killing an animal with these little babies back here.
Would it make a difference if I told you that I studied dentals and I know what they are capable of?
I mean, that's cool, but I wouldn't say it really pertains to like the whole crux. We're kind of getting off topic with the
are
the
we?
by design thing. It really comes back to your ethos and your ethos,
Well,
and when,
and
how
your
you
logo
how you want to
and
be.
your ethnotic approach.
Well, I
to
mean,
the argument that
if
we're
do you think you need anything from an animal to survive, guys? Like, what do you think you need from an animal to survive?
I think that we need ourselves to survive.
But you could. It sounds like you agree you don't need anything.
Try living off of nothing.
I mean, like nutritionally, what do you need from an animal that you can't get from plants?
Nutritionally, Try telling me what you can get.
Can't answer the question. Can you answer the question?
But no.
I mean, I'm not a science major. I'm a finance guy, but I
The
love
difference
eating
is,
I know
that
finance.
you are now starting to talk about vegetarianism versus veganism. That's not what you were talking about. You're talking about veganism.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
But
Tell me
never
what
vegetarianism.
You can get
Yeah.
without. Tell me what the difference is between veganism.
Let me backpedal real quick. And I understand the temperature gets a little escalated. I want to tell you guys something, okay? I'm with you guys, okay? I'm on your team. And a lot of times when I talk to people, there's kind of this palpable kind of thing in the air. Oh, you're trying to take away my freedom. This is what it is.
You're trying to take away.
Well,
anything.
I know it's a reflex because I talk to hundreds of people, and I know it's a reflex, and that's exactly what I'm not trying to do. I'm just trying to share information with people that mainstream media has a lock on to make sure you don't know. They want to make sure you don't know certain things.
Would it help if I told you that I have a lot of friends that are vegan?
I mean, there's anecdotes for everything. So
I mean, sure, there's an anecdote for
yeah,
everything.
right.
All right, so
no.
let's go eat some wild boar ragu.
Oh,
and some lamb.
well, at least you guys. I'm glad we had a conversation, and maybe you'll think
It was
about this
great.
anyway.
I
I don't
appreciate
know.
it. You
I
keep
think
up
you're
the good
both
work.
beautiful individuals. We're all interconnected as human beings.
Exactly.
And
we need this dialogue.
And these
It's
are the
great.
dialogue. They're good for new
It's
horizons.
great.
Would you please
For
do me
sure.
a favor and just look into and actually study Jane Goodall?
I understand, but I mean, it's real. I'm really not here.
It comes. It
Yeah.
comes down to culture.
Yeah. Well, culture shouldn't be a reason to oppress others.
No, I'm not talking about oppression.
Mhm.
I'm talking about what is.
Okay.
In the animal kingdom, there is
Yeah.
what is.
Mm-hmm. We can cherry pick what they do. They do all kinds of stuff,
I'm
you know.
making it as simplistic.
Yeah.
Thank you. As possible.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Just look into some of.
I'll check it out. I'll bid you guys a great evening. Thank you for your energy and your
It was
bravery
nice
to come
chatting to you,
over.
man.
I love you both. Have a great night. Have a great night. Take care, guys. Okay, that got a little heated, guys, but that is the nature of these conversations. She really wanted to fight me, and I had to kind of stop and be like, listen, we got to back up. We got to lower the temperature. We got to get on the same kind of equilibrium here. We're not going to be out here calling people names, making people feel bad. The crux of this is to help people. And you're not going to do that by continually feeding a fire and then just getting them to fucking dash off. So that's just my technique, and maybe that's my opinion. All activism is good activism because there's hardly any activists. Any voice the animals can have is a good voice. They have nothing. I have 1 hour for them tonight, so I'm going to give it my all with my style and what I do. I really hope they think about the conversation. I don't know if they will, but I know for damn sure the trio that I talked to before them, super sweet people, they're definitely going to think about it, and they might even go vegan. Guys, I'm actually going to take off now. I've done an hour out here. I'm going to go now and see if I can get on this 20-minute Q&A, and we'll talk there. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Dominion. We don't stoop to their level. I'm not out here for my own ego. I'm not out here to get my gun off. We're out here to simply share the truth. So that's hopefully, this is something other vegan activists can adopt. We want to see them as our human brothers and sisters as well, and they've all been freaking wounded. They've been wounded. What point would there be for me to kick and spit on them while they're wounded? Control narratives have wounded us all. Anyway, I'll talk to you guys soon in the Q&A if you want to show up. We're going to hang out for 20 minutes, ask me whatever you want, and it should be fun. All right, guys, everybody, like and subscribe. Like and subscribe.